Hello guys, today we are here again with another review and unboxing from Inside Geeks, this time the already really well known Xiaomi Piston 3. I know that there is already a lot of reviews of these headphones, but I think we should also try to give our take on these since we have already reviewed the KZ80E and you might want to know how they both compare. Up next, as you can see on the box outside, we have this plain looking white box that is in Chinese, as you can see here, and it opens really easily. You just break this seal that you see over here and you get revealed some more info about the headphones inside the box, as you can see here. You see how to use the included box alongside some other interesting commands, but it's all in Chinese, but it's really easy to understand since they use pictures. So now for the interesting part, the box in which the Piston 3 came in. So we just take this outside. We can see that we have the Xiaomi symbol up here. Exactly, the Xiaomi symbol up here. And we have the frequency response, the sensibility here, the 3.5mm jack, and some things like the impedance and the cable length and the weight of the phones. So we're just gonna open this box up where the Xiaomi Piston 3 come, and that also doubles up as a nice carrying case for them. So we're back now and we have taken the adhesive stickers on the side of the box. We're closing the box. So now to open it up, you just take this top part off. Here you can see the pistons, and then you take these off. As you can see, this little carrying case looks really useful. Inside this box we have the 3 extra tips that come included. Here you can see we have the extra small, the small, and the large. I suppose the medium already comes pre-installed on the pistons. So as you can see, you just take them here and pull this, and they will unwind, I would guess. If you eventually find here the jack, and then you pull it off, you take it off like this, and finally you get to the headphones themselves. So we have here the carrying case for it, which is quite interesting, and here we have the Piston 3. So this Piston 3, they are a really well-known headphone because they are really cheap and they have been popularized by the Piston before them, the 2 and the 1, but a lot of people used to like the Pistons for their really good bass for the price. Like they're only like about $15 and they are really good in terms of quality. So let's see, we have already seen the carrying case included, so let's just step on to the headphones themselves. As you can see, they are black. They have, I'm just gonna try to focus them exactly. They are really well finished. But they are designed to be worn dropping from your ear and not over ear, so some people might not like that. We have the right and left indicators over here. Over here we have the right and left indicators. On this case is the right headphone, this one is the left, and the right headphone also has this included remote for smartphones. If we get this to focus. Yeah, so we also have this included remote that will allow you to pause and raise volume from your smartphone, as you can see here. This one pauses, this one gets the volume higher. So it's a pretty nifty way to control your smartphone from these. So and from this split, from the Y split down, we have a cloth cable, and from here on top we have a rubber finished cable. So let's go on to the jack really quick. We also have this me thing. Let's go to the jack now. The jack is so here we have the jack now. As you can see, it's a 3.5 millimeter 4-pole jack, which allows for the mic control. So we're just gonna go for the sound quality of the Xiaomi Piston 3 and the conclusion right up next. So see you guys until then. Hello guys, we're now back for the last part of our review of the Xiaomi Pistons. So we have already tried them on, and as you might notice, we have changed the tips, because the included stock tips didn't provide us the best sound. The treble sound sounded quite a bit harsh and we didn't like it at all, so we decided to get the best seal with these Philips SHE 3590 tips. But I think some of you might like them with foam tips as well. So on the comfort zone, these are quite lightweight, but I still don't like that you can't use them over your ear, you know. Also, the included tips, like I said, aren't the best for comfort and for isolation. So I'd rather you fiddle around with some tips that you might have around your house and try to find out what suits you best. I might recommend foam tips for those of you who might like an extra bass and comfort, or these Philips-like tips that will provide you with a bit more clarity and less harsh mids. About the isolation, due to their sound design, they can't be inserted that deep into the ear canal, which means they won't have as much isolation as the KZ80E, for example, or other smaller headphones that can be inserted quite deep into your ear, like the Philips I previously mentioned. So that's it for comfort and isolation. So I guess now we have to go to the sound quality. The sound quality of the Piston 3 is quite a different turn from the Piston 2. I mean, the Piston 2 work almost U-shaped, which means they had extremely pronounced low end and high end with recessed mids. But these are almost like a neutral sound signature. I mean, it's a slight V with a slight emphasis on bass and treble, but the mids are much better on these than when you compare them to the Piston 2. Another thing is they sound a bit harsh at first when you use them, and I know this because even though I have DT990s, which some of you might know for excessive treble, the DT990's treble is good, which means it's not harsh on your ears after a while. That also happens with these, and you get used to them. So now we go for the low end. The low end might not be for everyone because these are not that warm, you know. These are not a warm headphone, which means they might not please a lot of those that only want bass. The vocals are quite interesting as well, because they are reproduced with quite a bit of detail, and these Piston 3 really pack a punch above the price point, which is currently around $10 to $15. So, but what other options we have in this price bracket? Well, we have the polar opposite that we have already reviewed here, the KZ80E that you can see here, because where on one side we have the almost neutral, not neutral, but a lot brighter Piston 3, and on the other side we have the smoother KZ80E, which is a really non-fatiguing earphone, really good for prolonged listening time. As with the Piston, you might get fatigued quicker. The KZ80Es should be recommended for those of you that want a little bit more of bass or just prefer a warmer sound signature, and these should be better for those that listen to a wider variety of genres and don't get easily fatigued with the treble. Either that, or you can equalize a bit of the treble out, or just use a DAP that has rolled off treble like the Rizu X02. They're still a great product because I mean you have a cable control for the volume for your smartphone, excellent build quality, and I mean all of this for just around $15. You can't ask much more. Like you can control the volume and pause and play music alongside skip musics with this controller, which is absolutely amazing for the price. These are more versatile than the KZs, but overall, on my preference, I prefer the warmer sound signature of the KZs because I like brighter sounds, but when they are detailed. But since these piston trees are not that much expensive, they can't bring that micro detail that really brings a neutral sound signature to life, if you know what I mean. But they are still really highly regarded in-ear monitor for me. I think you should just have both because both are cheap, so why not try them both and see what you prefer. So leave us a comment down below to know which other in-ear monitors you'd like to see reviewed from us, and just like, comment and subscribe. We will update you with more audio reviews, more gadget reviews, everything a little bit related to tech. So this is Inside Geeks, and see you on the next video, guys.